So the thing with Prim is like he's always trashing the new characters. So Kasi was like making a bet. He's like, you know what? When Spectre comes out, I'm gonna buy 4 of his packs, and I'm gonna make him look super OP, man. And so when Zubas posts a video in the Alliance chat, like how bad he is, I messaged Kasi. I was like, hey man, where's your videos on Spectre? You can make him super OP looking. He goes, screw that, man. I'm like, why? He goes, well, I'm not Jesus, dude. I can't make a cripple walk.
Welcome to WROL Broadcast. I am Hate Mail. With me today I have Kage and DP.
What's up?
Yeah.
It's 6 a.m. for Kage, so he's going to be vibrant. But see, this is
Full
what we
color.
do. This is what we do for the people. We get up early. We just keep grinding. All right, so
my Superman cup.
let's get
full of
into.
coffee.
This is the meta report, and today we're talking about everyone's new favorite character, Spectre. Who?
Yeah.
So we you didn't gear him, right, Kage?
No.
Okay. So I am down to 1 character for gearing, and that was only thanks to Warner Brothers being nice. So I really needed another character because sometimes it's nice to be able to gear the new characters, which I still, Warner Brothers, if you're listening, you do realize there's a ton of people, and it's getting to be a larger and larger number of people in my situation that we're not spending money on the game to gear characters because you put this self-inflicted 1 gear a day mission that locks us out of legendary missions. So if you want to make more money, make it simple. Remove that mission, make it autocomplete, whatever. Anyway, tangent over. But back to Spectre. We're
I
going.
actually have him geared up to geared. So.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Well,
Yeah.
we'll let you do the majority of the conversation about this guy. I've seen videos. I've gotten Legendary Order recommendations from numerous people, and it seems pretty consistent on this. So I guess we'll just start with the initial powers. His first ability, damage to an enemy, ignore shields, the ethereal punch, and then the legendary upgrade is gain 20% turn meter to self. That doesn't seem like the worst ability, except from what I can tell, the basic does horrific damage and only physical damage on an intellect character, so it's pretty bad.
Yep. And then, well, here's a problem with this one move. And I think if it wasn't for this one move, this character would be either like decent or really, really good, right? If this move was a special damage move, and if, let's say, because this would be a special damage move, then they would change his gear set. Well, he is actually a special striker or a special damage-based character, right? In terms of his gear set.
That's a Kage question.
Does Kage know?
Yes, he's a special striker, and yeah.
So basically, he was in the same position that Silver Banshee was in, right?
Yeah, I don't know why they would make that mistake twice.
Exactly. But here's the thing. Now that they know that that's the situation he's in, it's a very easy fix because they've done it already, right? So that means if they could just turn this move into a special damage move, this character could actually be insane, like Etrigan level insane.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
No,
he might be good.
I don't know if it might be decent.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is that this was greenlit and this was done intentionally. They knew that what they were doing when they made it physical damage. So I don't know why they did that, but the fact of the matter is people were complaining on Reddit. So we'll see if Warner Brothers decides to come out and say, all right, our bad. Here's a fix.
It's not unprecedented. They've done it a handful of times. Hopefully we don't have to wait for a rework, because the rework for him is probably like a year and a half down the road. So,
like, they've done the emergency quick fix with Grodd twice, right? So I think that the fact that he is an intelligence-based character and then he's got a lot of stuff going for him already, this one move, if they fix the special damage, you get so much mileage out of him. He's a good character, I think, otherwise. So that's the sad part. This one move, ugh.
What's so great about the Spectre, though?
What do you mean? Otherwise, like his other moves?
Yeah, I mean...
Well, let's get into it then.
Well, his second ability, Fear Projection. I think this is probably his best move. Purge 1 buff from target.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it's more than that. It's Actually, no, it is. Only purge 1 buff from target, 20% turn meter down, and 30% chance to apply.
50%.
Well, actually, it goes up to 50% chance to apply stun on target. I don't have the. It's like the only character I haven't completely ringed out yet. And then his legendary upgrade, purge 4 buffs from target. So chance to stun, turn meter down, purge basically 5 buffs from the target. It's a pretty solid ability.
Yeah, you get a 50-50 chance to stun at max, and then you only get the purge 1 buff on the base, but you do get, but the purge 1 and 20% is guaranteed, right, on the turn meter, right? And then the 50-50 stun is nice. You shouldn't rely on it if that's what you're basing it around, but you have to remember that this is a move that doesn't damage, so it doesn't miss, right? Like, I'm pretty sure all the moves that don't attack don't miss either, or am I mistaken there?
No, you're right, because it's just like Suicide Squad, Deadshot, or Talia. They'll do the move. Well, Talia does damage, but she'll still steal it even if she misses. So.
Right. And then the reason why, even though Purge 1 buff kind of looks like awkward, but the Legendary gives you up to 5 Purge, right? So then that's not bad when you get the Legendary. So you're purging 5 buffs, you give 20% meter down, and you have a chance to stun. That's reasonable, and you can't miss on it, right? So I like.
Yeah, not a bad ability. Probably my first Legendary upgrade, I would think, if I were to gear him out. Next ability is Divine Punishment. Special damage to all enemies, 30% chance to use Ethereal Punch if Spectre has 4 or more intelligence up, which is his basic, and then he applies heal immunity to targets.
Wait. What are we looking? Are we looking at the same move?
Divine Punishment?
Oh, wait, no, yeah. Sorry, yeah, my bad.
So this is another one that's not bad, the heal immunity on targets. From what I understand, the heal immunity applies after he does the damage, so I don't know if that's a bug or intentional, but another common...
This probably is a bug, because this is a thing that comes up a lot, right?
Yeah.
So
it doesn't do great damage, but it does okay, especially if you're running under Hired Gun Deadshot or whatever.
It does great damage after you get him ramped up, but yeah, that takes a while.
His first passive, Soul Conversion, passive ability, when enemy dies, 40% chance for Spectre to gain. Actually, I think the chance can go up to...
60%.
60%, and then it can get up to 6 intelligence up. And then apply 20% True Heal as a legendary upgrade. Seems like another not a bad ability. Requires you to get a kill, which isn't too bad. I mean, you have super strong characters like Etrigan and Black Adam. That's why I thought at first he could be pretty decent, but it seems like...
Yeah. Like, if you want to make him Etrigan level, you have to make this 100%. So every time you get to kill, you get, like, guaranteed ramp, right? That, or give him more intelligence ups if you give him a chance to, only a chance to do it, right? So, like, you give him a 60% chance to be, like, insane, or give him a guaranteed, like, really good. One or the other, right?
This move is actually the reason I chose him as my slow gear, because even if they were to adjust the basic, 60% means 20% for me, so he's pretty much worthless. His final ability, Soul Purge. At the beginning of Spectre's turn, he can get to, what is this? Is it 50% chance to purge two B buffs and gain 2 intelligence ups? I mean, once again, I don't understand why it's only 50%. I guess that because it's not like he gets turns constantly, like a reverse flash or something. So
this is more than 50. I think it's 60. Hold on. 20.
Yeah, you're
15,
right. 60. So 60% chance. It's not too bad, but I mean, still, it's not. I mean, if they did 100%, it wouldn't be broken in any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, he's a 60% character. He's a 60-40 character, not a 50-50 character at least. But
yeah, I mean, it's better.
Yeah, it's slightly better. Still not great news for you. But I mean, I like this ability because it kind of reminds me of Red Robin, because he gets to clean himself. And he gets buffs again. So there's a lot of ways for him to gain buffs, but it's only up to 60%, right? So...
Well, I can say, I mean, for Legendary Order, if you decide that Spectre's a character you want to gear regardless, I would think 2, 3, 4, 1, 5. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
2, 3, 4, 1, 5. I'm wondering about the 1. I'm wondering about the turn meter up to self. Like, that reminds me a little bit of Black Adam, but is he... This move, I put it in the 1, if
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of
if he
debate where
if
1 and 5 are last, but
yeah
5. I
yeah
mean, it's only
yeah
one more extra intelligence up.
well,
How many
yeah
times are you going to get it?
I can see the logic behind putting the upgrading to 1 so early, just because you're looking to give him more turns so he can get more cooldown on his AoE, because from what I understand, the AoE is like a 4-turn cooldown,
Okay.
and that's like the
Mhm.
reason why you want to bring it in. So, spam that basic, whatever, until he gets that AoE again, and then run him.
But
Yeah.
the problem is his third. I mean, does okay damage, but it's not even Starfire level. So why would I bring him over
yeah
Starfire if I'm going to try to use that as a nuke?
Because you want to use heal immunity, I guess.
I guess.
yeah he has, because it's a sort of like a Supergirl type of move too, right? Like Supergirl doesn't do a ton of move or a ton of damage on her basic AoE, but you use it because it has the heal immunity property, right?
Plus, I guess you could run him with, like, Don Troy, maybe, and, like, reset the cooldown on his 2,
Or
and
Dr.
purge
Fate.
and stun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
I mean, I could see a place for him. I'm not that excited about him. It's a shame because his animations are so awesome. But
Yeah.
let's
I
go
think
ahead and wrap
yeah,
this
like
one up.
the biggest problem with him, if we were to go over him one like at the end, there's a lot of things that he does that are like mashes of other characters which could make him really good. But the biggest problem is that just he doesn't you need to build around him for him to be really good, which kind of defeats the purpose for him to be like the sort of Swiss Army knife, right?
Yeah. I mean, I faced
So
him. I
yeah.
faced L5 level 80 versions of him in Siege so far, and I've left him for last with no fear. So,
Yeah. Anyways,
all right. So
well,
let's
that
move
is what
on.
it is.
Gear at your own peril. So, all right.
Hi, this is Target 88, and thanks for listening to WROL Broadcast. If you like the show, then please consider becoming a patron by going to patreon.com/WROL Broadcast. You know, Lute, I've heard you become such a big whale that even Greenpeace has offered you protection.